It's Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, Hot 107.9 and home for the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Of course, you know it's your folk, B-High. Radio, shouting, stepping in the building. I got one of the coldest producers in the game in this thing. Drumma Boy, what's good with it, my dog?
Hey, yeah, boy, what's happening with his cracking?
I mean, I'm over here feeling good, feeling great, though, Drumma. But I mean, before you got here, I had a chance to just go through a lot of the music just to realize that, I mean, you got more hits than everybody else out here, man.
Hey, it's a blessing, my boy. You know what I'm saying? It just come with the chemistry, the therapeutic energy, you know what I'm saying, that I think I bring to a lot of these cats, you know what I'm saying? It's like homeboys, you know what I'm saying? When you give me a rock, I'm not one of them cats that got excuses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On the ball too slippery, all the ball ain't got enough air, all the ball worn out, it ain't no nets in the rim. Come on, man. If you hoop, you hoop. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I do. You bring anybody with me. You look at my first swing resume.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they calling me the first swing king. You look at my first swing resume now.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? First song I did when I got with my boy Rocco now. I'm going to do me. First song out the gate now, followed by Tomorrow now.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? First when I got with Pastor Troy now. First song I did, make them get their money right.
Ooh.
Make them get their money right. We can't even get in the strip club now. That's the first one now.
But see, you made Troy a player on that song too, because see, Troy was a gangster before then, but that's when he turned into a straight up player.
Man, that's because I always had so many around me, and I always had a motivation of just the women. It's just in my blood. You know what I'm saying? So I have to cater to that demographic. You know what I'm saying? And again, first swing resume. Out the gate with the boy Plies. We come out the gate with Shouty. Even though you not face You know what I mean? Out the gate. So, you know, again, first resume, Waka. No hands.
Come on now.
First resume, Birdman, Drake, Money to Blow.
Oh!
You feel me? That's Birdman first #1 as an artist.
I mean, talk to me about that, though, Drumma, because, see, what I also noticed is a lot of folks use your sound to get up through there. You see what I'm saying? It's like when they get with you, you give them that classic material that kind of makes it ground law for them.
But everybody know who's setting the trend, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So as long as I'm doing that, as long as I'm the one who started it, you want them to run off with it. Once you get that new lingo, that new word, that new term, everybody gonna start saying it. That's what you want. That's what you expect. That's what you're doing it for.
Exactly.
But you got to make sure you set the ground, set the terms, and let it be known where it came from.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And that all comes with how you market it, how you strategize it. You know what I'm saying? And how you do your thing with what you do. You feel me?
Exactly.
But with me, you know, fortunately, it's copyrights to every one of my songs. You know what I'm saying? So my songs are timeless. You know what I'm saying? And I'm blessed to still have No Hands playing as much as they do. You know, I did a song for Gucci. Beat It Up, featuring Trey, you know, that never got pushed by the label just because my dog had got locked up at the time. You know what I'm saying? So it was just bad timing. But look how many spins we get on the record.
Still hitting.
You see what I'm saying? We still getting 1,000 spins a week over. Like, come on, bro, you talking about smash. You know what I'm saying? So it's a blessing to just be able to have that juice, you know what I'm saying, and to be able to touch people because I just know how to fill in the blank. That's what I learned how to do at an early age. You know what I'm saying? First resume with August I seen a No Love. Nikki, what's happening? You feel me?
I mean, talk to me, though, man. As a youngster coming into the game from a musical family, what was that like? And did you know off the rip that you was going to be a super producer, though?
I just knew I was going to have fun doing what I do, and people was going to gravitate to that. So even in high school, 9th grade, I made the varsity basketball team, and I also did the music to the warm-ups while we was coming out to them jumps. You know what I'm saying? At the cafeteria table, I used my fork and my knife as drumsticks.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It was the cafeteria king. Like, that's what they knew me as, you know what I'm saying? So they just started calling me drum. Like, man, your drum patterns, your rhythms, da-da-da-da-da. Like, Drumma Boy.
Yeah.
And I just ran with it, started doing the themes to different schools, you know what I'm saying, throughout the city. All at the same time while we smashing them. You know what I'm saying? And went to state, you know what I'm saying, my 11th grade and 12th grade year. So it was just a blessing, you know what I'm saying? I had D1, D2 scholarships on the table. Basketball, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I done bumped into Yo Gotti when I'm 16. We did an album called Life. You know what I'm saying? That's the first Yo Gotti album back Inevitable Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And then I went on to do other productions with Gangsta Boo and Project Pad and Juicy J and 3-6 Mafia and, you know, just all the acts locally. You know what I'm saying? Before I even did that Pastor Troy Make Them Get That Money Right record.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, it like I said, man, first resume. It's about you know, making sure your first impression is your best impression. And I always took my name and my work that serious. And I feel like that's why I'm so credible in the game. Whether I get, you know, the praise and accolades I deserve or not, who cares about that? Like, my checks come on time.
Come on now.
You know
Come
what I'm saying?
on
Like,
now.
my bank account's sitting straight, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a blessing, you know what I'm saying? It's 11-11. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Come on, man.
Working with the likes of Gangsta Boo, Scarface, and Bun B early, though, man. I mean, as a youngster getting in there with some legends, what was going through your mind when you knew that it was time?
I mean, I always knew my purpose at an early age. I feel like I understood my purpose on earth. I understood my purpose here on the planet, like at 13, 14, when my grandfather passed.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So from that point, it didn't even matter. It's almost like a family reunion. Like, I got my mama grew up with Isaac Hayes in the kitchen. Like, we got Al Green over here. Hey, how you doing, Al? So I'm seeing how famous people were very humble and respectful.
Yeah.
In my family and to each other and in the city of Memphis, because real musicians, like whether you from Nashville or Memphis or New Orleans or Chicago, Detroit or New York or wherever you from, Atlanta, you know, it's all about being respectful to other people who do the same thing that you do in this line and do it, because you know how difficult it is to even make it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was all automatic respect, you know, in a sense, and humbleness. Yeah. If you look at the most famous artists in the world, from Michael Jackson, Prince, they were all humble. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. You know, give your family my best. Da 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 da. Woo woo woo. They care. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I come up. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you hire a producer, it kills me how the producer just got all the ideas, and he just gonna tell the person, like, okay, do this, do this, do this, or like make it like this. Okay, let's do this. Like, it's just a format, as opposed to like, damn, where you from? Yeah. Tell me, play me some of your music. Let me hear what you got already. Where do you want to go? What do you see for yourself? And then asking them those questions that allow them to still be them, but then you just put the polish on it. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So I'm writing a book. I can't tell you all of the game. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But I'm writing a book, Behind the Hits. Shout out to my girl Tamiko Hope. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get it together in a fabulous occasion. But I'm looking forward. You know what I'm saying? They got so many stories behind so many of these hits. How I made them, the moods that the artists were in, how I got them in the mood to get in the studio. We might have to go to 1 million strip clubs, or you know what I'm saying? There's all kind of just different stories. You know what I'm saying? And missions. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, a song that I gotta ask you about though, man, is that Jeezy Standing Ovation. Yeah. Because see, I was living in the A. Well, I done been born and raised in the A the whole time, but that summer when that song dropped, it wasn't a parking lot, it wasn't a project, it wasn't a stoplight, it wasn't an expressway that you didn't hear that bass line coming down the street, man. What was going through your mind when you realized that sound was about to change the game at the same time too?
Man, what I had to go through to get that song on Jeezy album at that particular time was I think what I put into that song. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I always came through so many situations of struggle. Yeah. You feel me? And making, you know, my left hand connect with the right hand. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know what I'm saying, everybody can relate to not having nothing, or going a week no food, or just survival. You know what I'm saying? Off a loaf of bread and some you know what I'm saying, some Spam or some lowest sandwich meat you can find. Just, you know what I'm saying, as long as it's, you know what I'm saying, a couple slices in there, and you just, you know what I mean? Yeah. Man, I'm in Chicago day to day, living off a Whopper a day, waiting on the money man to come back in town. You know what I mean? So I think throughout my beats and every beat that I done made, like, it's always a form of emotion. Yeah. Whether it's happy, sad, angry, turned, you know what I mean, whatever. And I put that in the music. That's why people call my beats like gumbo. Like, it just stick to your soul. You know what I mean? Here I am, Rick Ross, Standing Ovation. That situation came like the first original beat sold. Jeezy called me out the blue like, man, what's up with this beat, man? I'm like, ooh, I finally got one on Jeezy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that. And I'm like, man, let me hear that, John Jeezy. Yeah. You know, I gave you that beat CD like 6 months ago, Jeezy. Like, damn, let me hear that, John. You know what I'm saying? So he played me the beat. I listened to the beat. Ooh, damn. just get a feeling in your stomach like, man, you know, the beat gone. I done sold that beat. That beat gone. What you mean it's sold? How much you give them? Man, we'll pay you triple. We'll pay you, you know what I mean, whatever. What you want? Man, I can't do it like that, Jeezy. I don't do bad business. Like, I can make another one. I had been telling them, like, man, I started making beats from acapellas, man. Give me some acapellas. Every time I see you, give me some acapellas. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I see Joe DeBree, give me some acapella, man. Give me something to do. Give me some acapellas. You want to hear some beats, or just give me some acapellas, and I'm gonna show you that I can make a better beat than what beat you got under the beat right now, under the vocals right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it'll just be a thing I always say. So now it's a situation where you gotta give me the acapellas. Yeah. The beat sold, G's. It's like the work, man. It's dust. It's down. It's gone. What we gonna do with it? It's gone. It's dust. I can't get it back, bro. Man, I'm finna put J on this joint, man. Of course, he throw in the J, like, made me feel bad. Knowing he probably wasn't finna put no J on that joint. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was finna get on that at the time. Yeah. I don't know, but listen. I'm like, man, give me the acapellas. He finally give me the acapellas. It's like 11:30 at night. I stay way in Stone Mountain, and he at Patchwork. So I got to go all the way to the crib. I got about $100 on me. You know what I mean? So, okay, gas ain't cheap, but let's fill up the tank and ride all the way back out here to Stone Mountain. Get back out of Stone Mountain, whip up the first beat. Bring it all the way back. Patchworks. It's probably like 1:30. Play the beat. He tripping. It ain't, that ain't it, man. All right, bro, I'll be back. Go back out to Stone Mountain. Cook up another beat. Yeah. Bring it back. It's probably like 3:30. You know what I'm saying? Man, okay, John. It's close. They got to turn in the album the next day.
Whoa.
Goddamn, I'm riding listening to Trap or Die. I remember listening to the whole motherfucking tape.
Yeah.
Excuse my friend.
I'm with you.
And, bro, all I heard was horns. He just, you know what I mean? It's just all these horns and whatnot. So I'm like, all right, bro. So that's the first sound that I put in the standing ovation beat was, and it just went so good with his, hey. Yeah. They don't have them, hey. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was like, okay, as long as them sound good, it could drop this, straight drop that. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I am the trap. I was like, man, I gotta have this. This gotta be my beat, bro. Yeah. This gotta be me. You know what I mean? And that was like the beginning of like, okay, like who talking about they is the trap? Like we the trap. This the beginning of the whole like trap wave. This the biggest trap wave of the trap. Yeah. Gucci and Jeezy. Whew. Hands down, and I'm producing for both of them. So it's like, man, for people to say they started trapping this and that, like, wow, we some of the producers that gave them the sound, because we seeing it. We right here in the trap watching what's going on. You feel me? Yes, so I'm painting a picture of what I see through the music.
Oh, I mean, once again, though.
Third version, I bring back the Jeezy. That's the first time I heard him. Before he was even using the ad-libs, that's the first time I heard him sincerely laugh. Like, you did it, John. You come through for me on this, nigga. I got you. And we been like this ever since. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can deliver so many hits from I Put On to Lose My Mind to Me Okay to Flexing. It don't stop, bro. Me and homie, we get on the court and we hoop. So if you really hoop, them the artists that I want to work with, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm for real, like I almost stopped selling beats. Cause it's too many fake cats in the industry. It's cats who they got the money, but they ain't real. Yeah. Like, bro, I'm straight, bro. I'd rather starve. I'm gonna work on this. I'm gonna wait till Gucci come home. Soon as he came home, all my children. Like, I'm gonna wait on the real, man. I'm gonna wait till Young Buck come home. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And work with the real, like, you know what I'm saying?
But see, I gotta ask you about a project that I also love, man. I mean, that Rocco Self-Made. I mean, that thing was cold-blooded. Yeah. You know, that I'ma Do Me, that Tomorrow, and that Busy, those are three of my favorites off of there. Oh, the whole album was going crazy. But can you talk to me about that creative process with that guy putting it down? Because, I mean, that sound was crazy.
Again, man, like, I'm going to tell you a real story behind Rocco. Like, when I first got in contact with Rocco. He called me through. I had flyers that I passed out. I had Got Beat shirts on with DSP on the front. I had a whole mob of young brothers on the front with me with Got Beat shirts on, who, you know what I'm saying, was doing similar and had similar dreams that I did. You feel me? And I had my number on the back with the resume of all of the songs that I done produced throughout my career. So it was like a advertisement. You feel me? So I'm passing them out through the street. Woo! I went to all the barbershops, all the nail salons throughout Atlanta. I'm everywhere. I'm throughout the malls. You know what I'm saying? And this is how I met everybody. I met 2 Chainz like that. I met Big Cat like that. I met, you know what I'm saying, blocking so many cats just moving around. Gas station, let me bump into their rapper. Over here at the Shell, let me bump into G's over here. You know what I mean? And just bump. You know what I'm saying? I remember meeting G's brother and was like, bro, I got some woo woo woo. Like, you just however you can get in, whoever it is. Hey, my G, man, my name Drumma Boy. I'm, you know what I'm saying, from Memphis, my G. I did a lot of beats for Gotti, da da da. All these cats respect Gotti and what he did with the white talk, woo woo woo. You know what I'm saying? So it was just off the rip. I did this song for Troy, woo, okay, and folk get familiar. You know what I'm saying? And when Rocco called me, I ain't even know the number. You know what I'm saying? It just be so many numbers coming through. It's just 6, 7, 8. 4, you know what I'm saying, all the different area codes, whatnot. So I'm like, okay, I answer the phone. Yeah, man, I need a beat. Woo, woo. And like a couple times, it went like a week. We were just playing phone tag, just back and forth. Like, you know what I'm saying? I miss his call. He called me back. I miss his call. I call him back. You know what I'm saying? It's just going phone tag. We finally catch up. Yeah, man, I need some of them beats, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't know who Rocco was and like how everybody gonna do. Yeah. You gonna ask around. Hey, bro, you know, such and such. Like if I call you out the blue or just call anybody, you gonna be like, Drumma Boy, okay. Bro, you know Drumma Boy?
Exactly.
You talking about the producer? Oh yeah, man, that nigga official. Or, oh man, he, you know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, woo. So on some real, everybody telling me Rocco a CEO. They like, damn, he rap, he about to buy some beats for himself. Or he buying some beats for one of his artists. They ain't understand. Yeah. So I was like, I don't know who he buying beats for, but I'm finna go work with him. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? You hearing, man, everybody saying he real. You know what I'm saying? But they're like, damn, I thought Rocco was a CEO. So nobody could believe that he was finna rap. You see what I'm saying? So I was like, man, let me see what's up. I go to the studio, and the first song we do is I'ma Do Me. It's the first song I do with this man. I don't know him. I don't know nothing about his family. I don't know. We got to know each other over the course of time just because of the great music that we made so quickly, man. Like, you got to think, going from hustling, trapping, like, man, like he came to me like, bro, I'm trying to get out of this. I need to be doing music, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And this during the same time Tip going through what he going through with the Hurricane Katrina thing, the New Orleans, you know what I'm saying, thing, and it's just like a lot of conflicts in the city. You know what I'm saying? And everybody trying to go, you know what I'm saying, like music way. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, man, we do the song, and, man, next week, or like within 2 weeks, $1.5 million deal. Def Jam Island. Jermaine Dupri was hollering at Monica. Was trying to get to him. Everybody trying to get to Rocco just because we made so much noise in the city. And that's one thing I respect Rocco, how he took it upon himself. He went and mixed the record right. He went and mastered the record right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? His look is impeccable. That's one thing. He always going to be fly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then he mobbed through the streets. He went to everything popping on Monday. Everything popping on Tuesday. 7 clubs on Tuesday. 6 spots on Wednesday. I'm going to another 8. Tomorrow on Thursday, I'm going to the east, 2 spots on the east, 3 spots on the west, 4 spots on the south side, and a couple spots downtown. On Friday. Then on Saturday, we doing 10 spots. Drunk, you want to come? Like, this ain't no joke. Like, man, I'm talking about when bro get in serious mode about what he doing. Man, it's nothing, man. That's why cats can do this when they want to do it. Let me jump in. Because there's so much fake in it that you get kind of like demotivated. Talk to me. You get discouraged, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, who I'm you know what I'm saying? I ain't got nobody but Dolph and a couple other guys to work with, you know what I'm saying? Back home, like, you know what I'm saying? You over here in this city, you got a couple guys to work with. You over here in this city, you only got a couple guys to work with. That's why everybody come to Atlanta. Cause there's so many people. Okay, damn, my nigga over here, damn, my nigga over here, damn, my other homie over here. I mean, like right now I'm in the studio, folks popping up on me left and right. You go on my gram at Drumma Boy Fresh. Go on my gram right now. You don't know who you gonna see in there.
See that?
You don't know who you gonna see. You don't know who gonna pull up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's all good energy because that's the only thing we attracting, man. We put out good energy, you receive good energy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And you give blessings. People know I'm here for a good purpose, man. I'm only here to bless you.
Yeah.
You're hiring me to produce for you. So how is it not gonna be how you want it?
Come on now.
You feel me?
I mean, another joint though, another classic with that boy Scarface, That Never.
Oh yeah, come
Oh
on,
my
man.
God.
Yeah.
See, I didn't even know.
Man, you know
I had been writing that song for years, man.
they always, talk about who can sample this the best and this and this. Like, you know what I mean? I just love challenges, man. And I was at a challenge. Somebody was, I forget what sample it was, but I just chopped and ate that thing up and fed it to Scarface, man, and was like, what? What's happening? What? Now what? Oh, Drumma Boy just make trap beats. Man, what? As many New York and hip-hop style beats, I ain't got nobody to give them to. When, man, half of New York were rapping, like, on South beats.
Yeah.
Everybody coming to me from New York asking me for South beats. Ain't nobody saying, when I play the New York beats, nah, Skip, nah, whoop, nah. The only cats that's really utilizing those beats that I got right now like that is, ironically, is Young Buck.
Yeah.
And a G Unit project.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to 50. Shout out to Tony Yayo and Lloyd Banks. You know what I'm saying? Like them cats that's always been real. That's what's funny, man. Like a lot of cats that people scared of be the people who be the coolest with me.
Hey.
People look at me and be intimidated and this and that. Oh, you always looking like this, woo woo. Like, ain't as many blessings that I give out. Like, I'm real touchable. I'm a real people person. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you just gotta like talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's another part of mass communication. Like, a lot of people need to learn how to, work the room.
Exactly.
I see a lot of rappers going to events and conventions and whatnot, but nobody's introducing themselves and, how my name is such and such. What do you do? You know what I'm saying? Grab a drink. You know what I'm saying? Be social.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And you never be surprised. You bump into the billionaire cat that says, hey, I respect your attitude. I got a proposition for you tomorrow. Come by my office, 3 p.m., da-da-da-da. That shit turns into a $150,000 check.
Exactly. Now, I mean, when it comes to your production style, though, Drumma, is it a case of you like to send out the beats or you want to get in the studio with the folks or you want to get that acapella? I mean, where do you feel like you thrive the most?
The number one formula for me is getting in the studio because the face-to-face chemistry, like I said, is like hooping. So we actually got to get on the court together and hoop. And the more shots we shoot, the more going to go in, the more hits we going to have. It's real simple, bro.
Yeah.
So if we shoot 100 shots, we might have 11 hits. You know what I'm saying? If we only shoot one shot, it might just be a miss. It might be an air ball, and then we never come back and revisit, because I sent you an email, now you on tour, da-da-da. A year goes later, your whole album out, you even forget I exist maybe. You know what I mean? Who knows? It's so many producers in the game. Oh, I can get beats from this person. Oh, I get beats from this person. Oh, I get beats from this person. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really need Drumma Boy. It just really come from the chemistry. Continue doing what you're doing. There's plenty of albums that's coming out without me that are huge, successful. Adele didn't need Drumma Boy. So many people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when it's time, it will happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just be prepared for it. Have some amazing songs. You know what I'm saying? Be prepared for somebody like Adele.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, when it comes to this music, Drumma, you done made a lot of smashes, okay? It ain't that's a good song and it's getting stuffed on the radio. No, it's a smash that makes you feel a certain type of way every time you hear it. What were those times and what were those tracks that when you heard that artist get on that track, they blacked out on it, you said, thank God it's going down?
Man, I would have to say, to be honest with you, Waka Flocka, man. I remember when Waka was like, bro, I'm finna rap. Like, I remember him telling me that face to face, like, bro, I'm finna rap, man. I'm telling you, man, bro, I keep getting in trouble. Bro, woo, 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 woo. Like, man, I gotta hold it down, Drum. Go out, get locked up. I try to give Waka some beats. They formed a label, Brick Squad, woo, woo, blah, 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 everything in motion. I remember trying to give Waka some beats. Because I knew he was finna go in.
Yeah.
And he looked at me and said, Drum, I'm not even ready. This the first person that didn't ever turn down beats from me. Ever. Everybody like, man, you seen that shit? This man was like, I'm not ready.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, man, bet. Let me know when you are.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So probably 3 months later, I remember hearing on the radio, Hard in the Paint. Like, ooh, Ooh, that boy Waka, he ain't playing. Like he went and got his producers. Shout out to 808, shout out to Sizzle.
Yeah.
And the whole 808 Mafia, because he knew what he wanted. And when he got it, man, you have to respect guys like that.
That's right.
Like, bro got it in his head. He got it in his ear. I'm finna turn up with these booms and crank up this trap to a whole nother level. Like, he took crunk and put trap and took, like, pop, and he just, the hood, New York hood, Atlanta South hood, he just put everything into a gumbo pot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, damn, like Waka, boy, he a genius. I don't hear from like Guwop and Waka until, man, Guwop getting out. Now, when he was getting locked up, like I said, Waka said, I'm not even ready for you, bro. So here it is, the time when Guwop coming home. He done came home. First song we do, he booked Patchwork, as Gucci do when he get out. He booking the whole studio. Every time he get out, he booking the whole studio. He booked the whole entire Patchwork. We got the A room, we got the B room. I set up all my equipment in the B room side. Gucci in the A room. He just getting out, so you already got to know you got to have a beat CD or a beat folder. Yeah, already ready for him. He ain't got no time for you to wait, make no beats, cook up from scratch, none of that. Right?
That's right.
So I go in there with a beat folder with like 30 beats for Gucci. First song we do, Abnormal. Anything I do, abnormal, normal. That's the first song he do. I knew I had about 30 minutes. So I go in there to the B room where my equipment at. Man, it's about 100 people. And anybody who done been to Patchwork, if you know it's 100 people in the B room, you finna be extra squeezed tight up in that thing. You know what I mean? Lloyd Banks, Roscoe Dash, Wale, Waka, all his people on the other side. Yeah. Guwop done just got out, so it's a celebration, and we working. Exactly. Drinks, food, everything. You understand me? So I go behind the beat machine, start cooking up a little beat, the speakers on, but everybody chit-chatting, talking, and Waka said, he just nodded his head. I knew he's saying, I'm ready. Yeah. Bro, within 5 minutes, I swear to God, they got the videos. Google it, World Star, whatever you want. Drumma Boy cooks up, no hands beat. I cooked the beat in about 7 minutes, man. A good 5-minute cook up. Put the beat another 2, 3, 4 minutes to lay the track down in the Pro Tools. I couldn't even touch my keyboard, bro. So many people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm dun, 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 just just can't even touch the keyboard, but it ain't no excuse. I'm finna make this beat over all this big booty and all these folks rolling up and on the keyboard, bro. You got weed on the keyboard, bro. What is you doing, man? You got chips on the board, man. I'm finished making the beat. Dead serious, bro. It's all kind of going on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Within 7 minutes, all you see is booty shaking and folk toasting and drinking and Roscoe Dash just in the corner like. And I'm looking at him. Nobody paying Roscoe Dash attention. He just in the corner over there going crazy. Just, you know what I'm saying? I see Wale paying attention. So I pointed out all the people who was paying attention. You see what I'm saying? And everybody looking at me like, man, you finna put Wale with Roscoe and Waka, man. Waka street. I'm like, man, bro, cool out, man. Let the man go in the booth. Soon as Roscoe went in the booth, girl, drop it to the floor. I love the way your booty go. It was a rap, bro. The whole room turned to a club. And when Waka went in the booth and did his verse, to answer your question, that was my favorite verse. All that ass in them jeans, bro. Hey. It was just like off the rip, like, bro. We gone. We up out of here. We smash city. We #1 for a couple years with this one. Yeah. And still playing. Come on. You know what I'm saying? So it's a blessing, bro, to have over 100 million plays, 100 million streams. I mean, just everything that we done with the No Hands record, you know what I mean? And just moving forward and being able to, you know, transform into that women's world, man. That's all I call it. People call it pop. People call it this. It's popular music. it doesn't have a sound.
Yeah.
It kills me how people say pop and you think about doosh, 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 or whatever, you know what I'm saying? A dun 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 dun. Like pop ain't got no sound, bro. It's popular music, and you know what I'm saying. As long as you cater to the women, that's who's popularly buying the music.
That's right.
So I wanna cater to the people who are, man, popular and spending the money. That's women.
Another guy that caters to those women is that boy Plies, man.
Absolutely.
And I mean, you got a lot of work in with him too.
Absolutely.
I mean, talk about y'all chemistry when it comes to making those number ones, man.
Plies, man. Me and Plies like met one time. Shout out to boy Grip, man. My boy over at S-Line Studios, you know what I'm saying? When Scrappy and BME and all of them like was doing their thing, and they would always allow me to come over to the studio. And I remember Plies pulling up over there one time. And he was like, man, same thing. Like, man, I'm going crazy right now. We got to get back. They had to get on the road. They was in a rush, but he ain't have time to get in the studio at the time. But he was just like, man, I'm telling you, when we do work, bro, we going to go crazy, man. I love your music. You know what I'm saying? I listen to all of you. Like I said, everybody a fan of Gotti. Everybody listen to, you know what I'm saying, was a fan some way, somehow, what I did with Gotti. We had a big record called That's What's Up. When you see me shout it, that's what's up. Pop your collar, then you holler, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a blessing to have so many people a fan of us from Memphis and the real deal people who really know I'm from Memphis. Because, you know, I've been here 10, 11 years in Atlanta stomping repeatedly, you know what I'm saying? And have generated over $100 million here in the city of Atlanta. So it's a blessing, you know what I'm saying, to just be able to do what I've done, and for you all to have embraced me the way y'all have, you know what I'm saying, here in Atlanta, the real AT aliens, I should say, you know what I'm saying? But it's a mecca city for a lot of out-of-towners to come in and get money with y'all. So, again, it's a blessing, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I feel like an AT alien, and I treat everybody who come through the city the same way, and I always have, you know what I'm saying? All the out-of-towners, Plaza from Florida, and I was just like, bro, I got you. Like, whatever I can do to help, you know, we going to go crazy. First record we did was Shout It. You know what I'm saying? Then we come right back. Was in my pocket, dog. Big face hundreds. You know what I'm saying? We did another record. Watch this. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole bunch of records, like just really just having fun and capitalizing, you know, on all of his opportunities and whatnot.
Now, with 2 Chainz going from Titty Boy from Player Circle to 2 Chainz, I mean, you were there in that gap to help him make that conversion, man. Talk to me about that with joints like Boo and, you know, all them bangers y'all boys put together.
Absolutely. Like, man, the real first song that I did on Titty Boy was, I did a song, We Working. We working with him and Dolla.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was the first song that I did on the Titty Boy. You know what I mean? And I had one song on the Player Circle album, and I remember hearing Duffel Bag Boys like, "Woo, he got one." And then I remember just so many people relating the record to being a Lil Wayne record.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, like that's Titty Boy, that record. That's Titty Boy record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Titty would like come to my crib a lot, like, you know what I'm saying? Because he always be downtown at the studio or whatever. So he stayed on the south side, and you know what I'm saying? He usually leaning, you know what I'm saying, high, so, you know what I'm saying, and didn't want to drive, so he'll post up at the studio, fall asleep on the couch, wake up.
Yeah.
Man, somebody using the studio drum, let me record something right quick. And I was always like open arms to anybody who come through the studio, need to record something, knock out some features, whatever. So it'll be just weeks of just him coming through different days. I'm finna pull up, drum. You at the crib?
Yeah.
I'm finna pull up. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we'll talk about the frustrations of just being on the label and, you know, having some star power behind you.
Come on now.
But them not really, I guess, doing the things that you know, need done at this particular time, or the label might move, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You just venting and da-da-da-da, man, this ain't going right, this ain't, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, like, I got some beats, bro, like, whatever you need, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to work, like, you know what I'm saying? And I remember, he's like, man, pull up something. We pulled up a little pack. He did Boo, and he did Riding Around on Getting It, like both back to back. And I was like, bro, on Boo, you need to put Gotti on that thing, man. I'm telling you, you need to put your Gotti on it because you're going to get Memphis. And people don't understand why I like Scream Memphis so much. But when you get spins in Memphis, it's a southern tri-state region.
Exactly.
So when you get spins in Memphis, you're spinning in Tennessee, Arkansas, and Mississippi.
That's cold.
So 3 states, they so close, right? Yeah. In Memphis, the feed of our radio is reaching into Mississippi as well as into Arkansas and Tennessee. So you getting 3 markets. And people come in that region and kill it. So I was just like, yo, you got to put Gotti on this record. Boo was a mixtape record, and we just put that out for fun, but that still ended up making like number 88 or number 80-something on the top 100 Billboard, urban Billboard. And we was like, man, we got to come out with this other record. You know what I'm saying? And both of those 2 records were like the first records released under 2 Chainz.
Now, I mean, what about with them Migos, man?
Migos is crazy. Quavo hit me up on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? He hit me up on the DM like, bro, send me a pack. And he just put the email. He didn't even say nothing else. Just put the email. And I was like, damn, is this the real Quavo? Like, I make sure I ain't sending it the wrong place, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And shout out to Q, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, my boy P.
Yeah.
P was always like, man, you know what I'm saying? Come to the studio, come through the studio. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to QC. They was always like, you know what I'm saying? Come through the studio. P was just always open arms, you know what I'm saying? And I knew P through Gucci. Yeah. You know, I would always see P, you know what I'm saying, with WAP, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, man, come through the studio, come through the studio. And Quavo hit me on the Twitter. I was just like, damn, that's perfect. So I just emailed a couple beats, woo, 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 and then ended up going up there. We did the song, you know what I'm saying? Look at My Dad, like the first song we ever did, I sent about 5 beats. I don't never send like more than 5 beats because I don't like people to get drowned in options.
Yeah.
Like, damn, this one hard, this one hard, this one hard. Unless I know you going to knock them out. Like Game, I can send Game 20 beats, he going to knock out every one of them. And then send them back like, this what I did, this what I did, this what I did, this what I did. You know what I'm saying? And then we pick and choose what we like the best. So it's the same formula like Quincy Jones, Michael Jackson, man. Do the records and then pick what you like the best.
But when that dab took the world by storm and everybody was dabbing, I mean, what was going through your mind when you realized that was one of those cultural phenomenon records right there, man?
When the record came out on the mixtape Back to the Bando, I was like, oh, boy, they own us something. Because all of my biggest songs usually come from like a mixtape or like, you know what I'm saying, certain records, they come from like a mixtape or something. Like Money to Blow, it came from a mixtape. It was on the internet, and it just took off, you know what I mean? And it's like, it just got that bounce where like the people gonna tell you what they want. The people gonna tell you what's hot. And that's the whole point of like iTunes and what's popular. Like you can see the popularity of the records. You can see what's hot, what's not. You know what to run with. The people gonna tell you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So they put the mixtape out. I was just glad I was on it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, this John jugging. Look at my dad. Look at my dad. But they was smart enough to align a dance with the record and make everything bigger than what it was. And to see Arthur Blank, the Falcons, and the whole organization, Hillary Clinton, Ellen, everybody, man, just seeing the whole world dabbing granddaddies, mamas, and kids, the youth. We had everybody from 2-year, 3-year-olds all the way up to 95 and 96, you know what I'm saying? So that's a broad demographic. And it's just a blessing to be able to deliver, man. Anybody who called me, this is what we do. When you got your business in line, man, cut the check. Make sure we mixing the record right, mastering the record. Make sure your artwork and all of that is in line. You know what I'm saying? And everything else gonna be what it is. You know what I mean? But the first swing is impeccable. Now,
one of the last things I got to ask you, though, Drumma, I mean, what else you got going on? Because, see, I understand Ball and G were in the studio with you recently, man.
Man, come on, man. Ball and G, we doing the next album. You know what I'm saying? Classic Pimpin'.
Classic Pimpin'.
Classic Pimpin'. It's a blessing to be able to, you know, I feel like, you know, even like 3 6 Mafia, man, like you felt like they said the most known unknowns. Like us being from Memphis, it's so much great music that we do, and a lot of times it goes kind of like under the spotlight. Yeah. In a sense. You know what I mean? And right now we got a run going that's just like finally you see Gotti like killing it. You know what I mean? New record with him and Nicki Minaj. I was watching the video behind the scenes. It just feel good seeing Dolph. You know what I'm saying? And I know these brothers don't like, you know, have issues and whatnot, but these both my brothers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I both have made very great history amongst the two. You know what I'm saying? Black youngsters, good people. Like these both my brothers. So you know, I'm of king and bring together and try to like keep all of the negative out, and we straight on positive. And again, the legacy behind Ballin' G. Just any of us from Memphis and we doing what we do, we made it out the city.
Come on.
Like it ain't nothing but a few of us that have made it out the city of Memphis that's doing it on the level that we doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not easy. So, you know what I mean? Just off the strength, I like, bro, Ballin' G deserve me doing this.
Come on now.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy because we all so humble, bro. Like, they the most humble and appreciative artists in the game. G come in the room just full of energy. Like, man, Ball come in the room full of energy. I mean, we doing 3-4 songs a day.
What?
You know what I'm saying? I call Big Crit. Oh, you need me? What you need me for? Oh, I'm going to pull up.
Yeah.
I'm on the way.
Woo.
Bam, Crit pull up with the heat. Like, it's like everybody just stopping what they doing. Like, oh, you need me? What you need, Drum?
Them boys
you know
are
what I'm
the truth,
saying?
though,
So
man. Them
it's a
boys are the
blessing.
truth.
Absolutely. Shout out to Justice League. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Shawty Red.
Come on,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? Like all my boys. Shout out to Nitty Beats.
Yeah, Nitty. That's
you know what I'm saying? For holding me down from the get go.
Yeah.
When I was first coming to Atlanta, man, I'm pulling up at the studio, Nitty plugging me and introducing me to different artists. Shout out to Gangsta Boo. Introducing me to different artists and whatnot when she was doing her thing in Atlanta. It's just like I pay homage. I pay respect. I don't forget where I come from. I don't forget who did what for me. You know what I'm saying? And now that I'm taking this curve in my career where we going on a whole new level, like I feel like this just really the prime for Drumma Boy. Yeah. People ain't really even seen to have, like, you know what I'm saying? You just heard beats. People don't know I was 17 in the game. They're thinking I'm 25, 30 already. Like I just getting into my 30s. You know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
So it's a whole nother ball game, bro. You know what I'm saying?
How do you feel though, man, having that discography as a young man and all of them hits behind you, and then you still a young man?
Man, it's just the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So it's been so fun. And it's like what I'm doing now is more on an executive page.
Yeah.
You know, Drum Squad Records. We got our own artists. I'm Luke Whitney, Carlone SYL, King in Demand, Real Scott King, and putting a whole new page together and platform, as well as still doing the hits for who I need to do hits for, but focusing more on blowing up my own artists. You know what I'm saying? And making one of my own artists credible, and then it's a whole nother ball game.
I can definitely dig that.
Label.
How can folks contact you, man? Anything else you want to get off your chest, Drumma?
Already hit me at Drumma Boy Fresh. Check out the website, drummaboy.com. We also got a new clothing shop where you can come get fresh. House of Fresh. It will be opening mid-September. Man, follow it on Instagram at House of Fresh ATL.
Already.
You did.
Family.
Already.
Appreciate you coming through this thing, my dog. Be High Radio, shout it. Drumma Boy in this thing. It's out 107.9.
Hey,
Let's go.